So basically, I had to do what he was supposed to do. I was doing what he's supposed to do. So I couldn't get a chance. So I couldn't even afford to make certain mistakes. You know, you could afford to make certain mistakes in your 20s. You can afford, but I couldn't afford to do that. So I started being an adult.
Yeah.
And like, I have beef in that.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to lie. I have beef in that. I have particular beef about that. Not like I don't have beef about other things, but I have beef about that. Whatever issues we're having, maybe you're having, you saw you talked about him being a pastor and my mom being, whatever, if you had beef there, it shouldn't spill over to me.
Yep, I agree. 100%.
Do you get? It shouldn't spill over to me.
Yeah.
Do you get? So now, when I say this thing has affected my own life, it has gone to the point where I can't even do certain things for myself because I want to make sure that my own siblings are at the point where they can make those decisions for themselves. Because I will start feeling like I'm neglecting them. I know people always say you should choose yourself. I have a lot of friends who have told me you can be selfish, but I can't. They will tell me, oh, Jeremiah, sometimes I will talk to my friends about something and they'll be like, you know, sometimes you can tell your family to relax. But people don't understand the context of what I had to do growing up. So they'll tell you sometimes, they'll be like, you can just tell them you want to do this thing, or they should. And you know what's funny? There are days when I would say it. Let me give you an example. You can come and tell me, but I just something, I'll be like, what do you mean by that? I don't have that. I can't. Go and meet your mother. Do you get?
I'm great with it.
But tomorrow, I will send you whatever it is. Because I will be feeling guilty that I'm neglecting you.
Yeah, because you were neglected and you know what it's like to be neglected.
Yes. So I can still tell you, go and meet your mom, go and do this, go and do that, but I will not be at peace. Right? And so that's where having to do the things that another person is supposed to be doing is what I'm doing.
Let me ask you a question. And that's a question that actually I've been coming into like a realization of, which is, it's centered around what you just said. There's a good and bad side to everything.
Oh, yes.
And in the case where you had the type of father that you had, in as much as there was a bad side to it, what is the good side of it? One. Two, I asked because, number one, it was here, because I realized that about me. And to say, in as much as this messed with me for the longest time, and this was the bad thing, the good part of it was that it actually made me a very quick learner, swift person, do things and succeed at it very quickly. Like, I felt like I needed to prove that I was worthy, even though my father was never around. Do you get? And in as much as it was a bad thing, it also morphed me into something else. And I want to know your take on it, number one. Number two, there's also where I had to stop enabling other people in the way where I'm just like, I don't want them to feel neglected. But I felt I had to come to a point where I had to start saying that I'm enabling, because they would never get to become their own person if I always have to be there. The reason I have become who I have become today is because these people were never there. Do you get? So what are like the contrast of it for you?
So for me, I feel like the good thing in all of this is that when you subconsciously try to be the opposite of something, when you put your mind to that, I want to be the opposite of this thing, you will be so conscious of whatever things you are doing here that is contrary to this. And I feel like, and this is not to say, I don't think my dad does not have good sides. This is not to say that. The truth of the matter is, because I've done so much to try and erase a lot of memory, I don't think I can ever remember any good thing. I'm being honest, right? But I know there are certain attributes that I have now that are embedded in me that are as a result of me not wanting to be like that. Do you get? Because now I'm a bit more involved in my vulnerability. I'm very expressive.
First of all, well done on that. That's literally when we spoke, and I saw her, and I was like, I'm trying to remember if this is where the way you were when we were younger. I'm like, yeah, he did have it in him, but it's so much more vulnerable. I'm like, I definitely have to bring him to talk.
Yeah, so like I'm a lot more involved in my
Well done
vulnerability.
on that.
I'm very expressive. I like to communicate. I like to communicate a lot. Do you get? Because I believe that communication helps solve half of whatever problems
I
people
agree.
have.
I agree.
So I communicate a lot. I'm in touch with my femininity as it take me.
I
Do you get
love
it? Because I don't, you know, all this toxic masculinity. I'm not about that.
Yeah, I
Do you
can
get?
tell.
I like to be a bit more, and there are so many things. I try not to be angry. I try to be slow to anger. I try to make sure that things don't get to me as much. Do you get? I feel like those are good parts because there are things that help me be the kind of person that I am.
Yeah.
Do you understand? I know that I still have things that I'm working on. The positive is that by trying not to be somebody else or trying to be the model aligned to somebody else, I've found myself in a place that I like, that I believe that makes me a good friend, that makes people want to talk to me, that makes people want to, I'm going to stop, let me call Jeremiah. I have friends that come by 1 a.m. because they want to talk. Because they know that I would give myself to them to be able to listen to. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like that's the good thing for me because I don't have a lot of friends. Even till now, I'm picky. I'm picky about anything. But the people that they know that I'm in their life, they know that I will be there for them. Do you get that kind of thing? And I feel like that is one good thing that has happened. I might not have, the issue of the matter is, I might not have these principles if my life was great.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying about things can happen, but like you can just take it as why worry about it?
Yeah.
Do you get? So like my life might not be this way. I might be a diva. If I had I might be very sassy. Do you understand what I'm saying? I might be all that.
Yeah.
But what that thing has happened, the good thing is like it has made me become this part of myself that I like. And in relation to enabling things, I feel like a part of me still feels like I am responsible for them. And I know that's one of the issues that I'm dealing with, but I find it very hard to say no when it comes to stuff relating to my family. It's not like I cannot say no, but I can only say no for a period of time. I will start feeling like it start eating me up. Yeah. Do you get? And sometimes I say I don't have, or I cannot do this for you, or I might be able to do it. I'm still trying to learn to say no and stick to saying no. Yeah. But I can't lie, it's a bit difficult.
I know.
It's a bit difficult because I still, and now it's becoming a thing of, so what I now do is like, I just tell them that don't come and meet me for impromptu situations. I'm not going to listen to you. So it's better off if you give me heads up. So if you need something, say in March, just tell me now. Right? So I just know that, okay, I'm supposed to do something for this boy in March. It just stays. As opposed to you coming to meet me
very quickly.
I don't know how to do all that because you don't know. I have other. I'm also trying. You see, what's funny about it is, as much as I'm trying to do all this, I'm also still trying to better myself. But I'm also trying to do things for myself, do things for me. So if I'm trying to do things for me, and it's so crazy because I have had to not do things for me because I had to do things for other people.
Okay.
There are times when I want to do something, I have plans for something I want to do for myself, and something comes up, I'll just now sacrifice my own. I'll do things for people at the detriment of myself. Yeah. And it's difficult to switch, but I'm learning to do that. So this enabling thing is still a work in progress. Like I can't say I'm perfect.
I think you should work on it more.
Yes,
not for the fact that you are not trying to be selfish. Yeah. Like let your motivation not be, oh, I want to do something for myself. Let your motivation be, they need to be able to do for themselves as well.
Yeah.
I feel like people read other people of the capacity that they have within themselves. So many people would never know the capacities they have within themselves because they are always having to have other people help them, give to them, enable them. And for me, I had to find the balance and stand on it. It wasn't easy at the very beginning, trust me, even up until now. Like I was saying to someone the other day, like even when I say no, I'm going to do a whole long text of telling you why I said no. Now I'm having to say, you know what? My no is no. The fact that I send you no alone, my chest is pricking me, even though you're already thinking like, oh, you're wicked. I'm like, no, my chest is actually like not easy, but I have to learn it because you also have to come into your own because I had to come into my own. What are your feelings towards your mom for giving you that person as a father?
So what I realized is that you can't really blame people for who they choose, you know? People choose people for different reasons. You get. We've had, and because of my own experiences, the heart just does what it wants, especially when it comes to people. You can have, and it's so funny because you can have principles. You're like, I cannot be with this person.
Everything goes down the drain.
You have to have this, but once you
love is a thing sometimes.
So, and there's a bit of traditional attachment. Now, I was telling you that I said now women are a bit more firm in what they want and what they don't want. Before, it didn't used to be like that. They will start thinking about many things, thinking about the child, thinking about the family, thinking about what people will say. Then what people will say is to be very strong though. What people would say was very important. But now people don't give a rat's ass about whatever you it doesn't affect me. Look on me. That is where people are now. But then, and that's why when I used to be upset with my mom about the selection, I was like, why did you do every other thing? Like I used to look at my mom and I used to say, you were too good for this person. It's the truth. We've had conversations and I've told her, I said, my own personal opinion is that you are too good for this person. And I feel like in modern day, like today, it would be a case of settling. But then, back in those days, there was nothing like settling. Just what I'm saying. Most people were very concerned about starting a family, having kids. That was how it was. There was nothing about settling. There was nothing about... You can't settle. I don't know how to say, but then there was no conversation about, deserve, what you will deserve. But what happened? It was not a conversation. Once somebody likes you, you like the person, straight up. Next thing you have married, next thing you have kids, next thing you are moved. That's how it was. And so I started to realize that the time then and the time now are different things. Like I told you, I have liberal conversations with my mom. It has gone to that point where I've had to help her unlearn and relearn certain things. Again, I cannot completely take out the whole traditional part because it's embedded in them. Bro, these people are in their old age. It's embedded.
It's the biggest battle with my mom.
Where are they losing battle? Like you lost the battle.
I literally had to tell myself one day to say, because every time we're always having to fight with my mom. I had to say to myself we have different beliefs. I'm not fighting this woman. My beliefs are fighting against her beliefs.
Yes.
And beliefs are the most
standard thing. I promise you, it's a lost battle. You can't do anything.
I had to have that conversation with myself. This is a lost battle.
You can't do anything.
I'm done.
And so I just had to come to the realization that, okay, it's now. If it was now, she probably would be in that situation. But then it didn't go. And I just had to tell myself that it is what their era was about. This era now is a lot more different. So
I love it.
And she's my guy, so like there's only so much beef you can. I didn't have any. She didn't hurt me. I was passing blame to her because I was passing blame to everybody that got me into be feeling the way I was feeling. I know there was a main source, but then why that main source is here is because you are involved with that main source. So I'm blaming you by association. Do you get that kind of thing? So that's how it was. Well, I've gotten to that point with her where I can say, she's my guy. Like we can have all these normal squabbles, but like it's not anything serious. And I never really had beef with her because the truth of the matter is she made my childhood. Do you get? She was what made me have fun. She was a career woman, but I still had fun when I had to have fun. But she was not. The issue I had was that she was not there. And it's so funny because now I've gotten to the point in my life where I used to tell people that I'm okay even getting married to a career woman. Now maybe that is a situation I can attribute it to the situation I had growing up where I didn't really have that attention from. So I can believe that if my partner is a career woman, I'm cool. I know for a fact that I'm going to be a house husband. Not like house husband that I won't work or something.
Of course
but
not.
I would be in the house.
Yeah.
I would be involved in my kids' lives.
Yeah.
I would be hands-on. Yeah. If my partner is not around, I'm comfortable because I did it.
Yeah.
So
and you still do
and
it.
I still do it.
Yeah.
So I already know that, and the work I do means that I don't get to be outside every other day. Yeah. So I have to be there.
Got it.
So it's more of a thing of like, it's when life has moved me to, I'm moving in that line. If my partner is a career woman, by all means, and make all the money you can make. It's like I hold it down. Yeah. Because that is what I've been doing anyway.
Yeah.
And if my partner is someone that stays at home, the better for everybody as well. You get so.
I love it.
I'm great with my mom, child. Like we're very.
Your mom has always been like good people.
She's cool people.
She's amazing.
I can't even lie.
Like I remember her as a child. Like
she's cool people. I can't even lie.
I like the fact
she's
that
good
she
vibes.
she's always been good vibes. She always knows people's name because I was raised with my aunt.
Bro, my mom doesn't forget shit, man. One day I was going to.
Your mom always made me feel special. You know why? You know why I say that? Because I lived with my aunt. And because when people get to know that I'm not my aunt's child, there's a way they come to begin to treat me as inferior or less. But your mom never did that.
Oh, no. She's great people. I can't even lie. Like, obviously, because I'm an adult now, she still gets on my nerves in
fickle ways.
Yeah, but like, it's nothing to get carry over. If I get to the point, she reports, she will be telling my statement, if I go and report you to your brother.
That's what I think.
Yeah, do you get what I mean? So,
I used to be like that. I'm still like that with my brother because my brother is just in this phase where it's just being an absolute nuisance. But if my mom says that to my sister, Tenny, she
just look like yeah, because you have been able to
bridge that and all of that. It's been amazing. How do you think your siblings are going through this phase of the feeling you have towards your dad? Because I'm very certain they have theirs as well.
So, I think maybe only two people. So maybe me, myself and John, and maybe Tolu really experienced those things. Like they saw it.
Right.
Ini and Joshua did not. The only thing Ini and Joshua knew is that he was not really around. Do you get? But you know what's funny, yeah? He talks to Ini till today. He talks to Joshua.
They didn't see that part of him.
They didn't see it, so they say, it's not their experience. But they know that me and him, we don't agree. Like my siblings know. There are times when they are talking, because obviously your siblings will always talk behind your back. And when they're talking, Nigeria doesn't like daddy. So it's almost like they know that I have some sort of experience that I've not been able to share, but they know that something went down. That this guy has not talked. They know that I've not talked to him in 15 years. They know. But if I take out 15 years from their age, they were literally kids. Do you get what I mean? So like, they understand that there's something that's going down. But my siblings also know that for me to have made that decision, not to have a relationship, then it's valid. Whatever it is I'm going through is valid. My siblings are
wise enough.
They're wise enough. So they get it. And they don't try and bring it up with me.
I love it.
It's almost like, that is your situation.
Yeah.
We are not there. That's the situation. We're not going to be involved. We're not going to do anything. We're not going to try and do anything to trigger it. Nothing. So.
Kudos to them for that, honestly. Kudos to them for that. Okay, I want to talk about your work.
Yeah, great.
Tell me about that. You're going to be 10 years this year.
Yep.
I'll be 10 I've seen your work before. I didn't even know it was you until Toby told me that this is your work. I'm like, wait. Because again, when I see something or with someone that I've known before, my mind just goes to like the roots. Or I'm like, I never really saw him before.
I never really saw him myself. I never really saw him. Even me myself. I just think, as I was telling you the other day, I just think it is what God has just said I would become. And the truth is, even when, when God says this is what you're going to do, sometimes you look at it like, the hell? How am I going to make money? How do I have the protection of a salary at the end of the month? How do I know this? How do I lose all these things. The economy is bad. See the way the economy is now. But I can't really complain. And that is what I've learned over the years, that if God tells you that if God blesses you, if God's hand is involved in whatever it is that you are doing, no matter how much of a problem there is, there would always be a solution. There would always be something that brings you out of it. I've been doing photography for 10 years. It's the only job I've done. It's my full-time job. Like, I don't do anything else. And I'm comfortable. I can be responsible. I can do my responsibilities. I can live comfortably. I can't say that I'm struggling. When I say I'm living comfortably. Like, I don't have any worries. Because the truth of the matter is, I always tell myself, if my work is not going well, all I have to do is just remind God, you are not like, give me this, this is not going well, and this was not the plan. Yeah. But you've put me here. I've been doing this for this long. So rectify whatever is going on here. And it's a situation when I talk to God about it, somehow things just get better. Right. Do you understand? And I've been doing it by the grace of God. And my portfolio is really good. Yeah. If you go through my website, you know what I'm talking about. Then
wait, first of all,
my portfolio is really good.
I don't even know what to say, but you are the Jerry Rotimi now. You are the Jerry Rotimi. Like, I feel like there are not a lot of photographers in Nigeria that captures the way you capture. Your work is clean.
You know what's so funny is that I didn't used to know how to respond when maybe clients reach out to me and tell me, oh, they are so satisfied. I didn't know how to respond. But I've got to that point where it's like, I know who I am now. Do you get that kind of thing? Yeah. And like, you saw I was telling you the other day, I don't do events, I don't do all these things. I just take portraits. I do with portrait, I do with branding, I do with commercial work. But like, it's like a niche now. So when people are looking for portrait photographers, they just know they are very selected few. People can go and talk to Jerry. He's a portrait photographer. That's what I'm known for. I'm not known for weddings, I'm not known for events. And it's not because, and it's just because I decided to make that decision for myself. I know that I'm lazy.
With all the responsibilities.
I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah, but the thing is, my laziness is, when I say I'm lazy, is like, I cannot wake up by 6 a.m. to be leaving my house to go anywhere. Now, if you have to be a wedding photographer, you have to be up early. Yeah. You have to be early because you have to go to the bride and groom. You have to go to, maybe you go to the bride, your assistant will go to the groom. You go to their hotels as early as 5. You have to take pictures of when they're doing makeup. You have to take pictures of their accessories. Yeah, you have to take pictures of all those jazz. Yeah? Then you follow them. You're not taking the picture. You don't have to wait until after party. I don't have the strength for that.
I really like that you understood yourself enough to know what you can and cannot do.
Yeah.
And then owning on what it is.
Because I originally started as a fashion photographer.
Right.
I started as a fashion photographer in 2015. Then I was photographing my friend Fola Kemi. She was in Unilag, and she used to be a fashion blogger. Right. So I used to take pictures of her, street fashion. So when I started photographing, it would be street fashion. I take pictures of her in the street of Lagos, dressed in a fashion this thing. She'd post it, she'd do all that. And then she posted it one time on her blog, and then his name is Siciano, Paulo. And then Paulo saw me on her blog, and they reached out to me that, oh, he wants to do fashion. In fact, Paulo was the first client that ever paid me. So funny. Then, 2015 or something? Maybe late 2015 to 2016. And then Paulo paid me. That was my first paid shoot. Fashion lookbook. Cannot forget. And then, one of Paulo's friends, name is Zah, reached out to me because he saw me do work for Paulo, and then did that. And then, in 2016, Vogue wanted to do something in Nigeria. If you check your website, it's called Lost in Color. That's the name of the project.
I saw it.
Vogue Italia Lost in Color.
Yeah.
And then they needed people to do the project. And then somebody had reached out to Paulo. And Paulo now pitched me. So my first big job was for Vogue. Italia.
Wait, sis, you said that with your voice down. Say it.
No,
Say it up. My first big job was for
Vogue
Vogue Italian.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So
I don't know if we used to do these things.
So Vogue Italia, and then I was now known, for that. More fashion brands wanted to work with me. Then I did something for British Council, and
wow.
So I started doing that fashion. But then I'm not even going to lie. I did not think that I was making enough money.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, I'm not making enough money. Let me try and move into portraits. Taking people. Now I'm not focusing on outfit, I'm focusing on the people themselves, right? And then I reached out to Zainab Balogun. She's an actress. And I reached out to Zainab, like, Zainab, what's up, I'd like to do a photo shoot for you. Pro bono. Just me, I'm just taking a picture of you. And I reached out to my friend Leila Cadney, she's a makeup artist. And I told Leila, I was like, Leila, if I want to do a project with Z, and Leila, she's fantastic. When I think about really talented people, she's in the Mount Rushmore of really talented makeup artists in Nigeria. She's that good. And then I reached out to her, and she was down. And so we did the project on Zainab. And because Zainab is in the Nollywood section, by taking her picture, putting it out, she posted it out more, and I had to start working with more Nollywood people. Then I did stuff with Timini. Then I did stuff with Timini then, and then a friend, Chidera Moka, reached out through Guardian newspaper. So Guardian newspaper wanted to have a magazine. So Chidera reached out that, she wanted me to do stuff for Guardian. So doing stuff for Guardian completely made me transition from fashion into portrait, because now with Guardian I was focusing more on people. So then I started doing, then I photographed Cobams, then I photographed Tiwa Savage back then. But then I was still doing, while I was doing that, I still did a bit of pro bono. I shot Ice Prince once, then Ice Prince also paid me then. So then I now started focusing more on people. Then I did Tiwa Savage, Shafi Bello then, Joke Silva, Femi Kuti. So Guardian exposed me to the industry.
Got it. That's cool.
Right. So I started doing that. While I was doing that,